Good day, sweet, magnificent mother truckers. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to be gaming with a 430, and I must admit that I played gazillion of the games now to remember how this tank is looking like, because I am struggling with this vehicle. I don't find that much similarities with this tank and with 430U and with 432U, because those tanks, they have a very good gold penetration. This tank doesn't. 270 APCRs is not very good, is it? So I played some battles. It did not went very well, okay? But I think that I have a grip of this tank and we can make it work. So, why we are playing with this tank? First of all, we haven't played with this since 2024. Plus on top of that, the tank got buffed lately, right? And what Wargaming has done for this vehicle, Wargaming has made it a tiny touch more accurate, better aim time, more horses, and once again, tiny touch more accurate. But I find this tank having quite a bit of the issues because it's very easy to overmatch this tank. Side scrapping is laughable. With this vehicle, unfortunately, you can get penetrated here. There's plenty of the weak spots. Plus on top of that, gun depression is only minus 5 degrees. So, this is not very good, is it? But nevertheless, we will try to make this magnificent mother trucker work. And I think that I understand how to play with it. So first things first, how to play with this tank. This is not a sniper schnitzel, right? Same for 430U, 432U, it is not a sniper schnitzel. You want to be somehow aggressive in order to get some use for yourself, right? Simple as this, nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. That's to be expected, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Now, sniping is not an option, so you need to be kind of aggressive, but being kind of aggressive with a tank like this is a bit complicated. And I truly believe that Wargaming haven't nailed this tank, and I think that they have done pretty bad job with it. What do I mean by saying this? Since the tank is not really similar to 432U or 430U, the tank doesn't have the heat as a gold ammunition. It doesn't really have that much armor. Yeah, gun depression is completely fine and completely fair, but once again, this is one bit which Wargaming nailed about the tank, that gun depression is bad of the tank, right? Once again, that is only me. If I could fix this vehicle, I would give this tank 310mm hits, and the situation would be tiny touch better. Maybe tiny touch more armor as well, so it would be tiny touch more similar and familiar to the 430U. But once again, this is me thinking and this is me talking. You tell me, am I correct or not correct? Now, one more very important thing to highlight, I definitely do believe that this is one of the worst, yeah, I would say so. This is one of the worst tier 9 medium tanks, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely don't look at this as a beautiful, magnificent mother trucker to say, wow, but the tank, it aged like a fine wine, you know. I am drinking the Bordeaux and Choulet made in 2010, you know. I don't even know, is it even the thing I made it up? But you get the point what I'm saying, right? I could not help him. I'm sorry, I'm too low to help. Or too short, I suppose to say, but it is how it is. Okay, beautiful, very nice. We are just trying to punish them every single time whenever we have a chance to do so. That's what we are trying to do. Now, once again, with the other tank, I would be able to help quite a bit over there, but with this vehicle, unfortunately, it is not the case. Meanwhile, we are trying to have a decent angle to punish this Mr. Tiger Mouse. And I hope that our guys will realize that and our guys will try to help us over there. As you can see, since we are dealing against the heavy tanks, I am just straight up spamming the full gold without overthinking too much. And yes, I know that both of the clickers are just clicking the living crap out of me, which is definitely an annoying thing, but I don't really think that I can change anything about this, if you know what I mean. Meanwhile, we are making sure that the C-75 will consider his life choices for obvious reasons, and here we go. Definitely not ideal. You see what I'm talking about? Playing with this mother trucker against the heavy tanks, you don't necessarily have enough of the armor to be strong and to punish them. Nor the penetration is great, nor the gun handling is decent enough. There is a lot of things that is wrong with this tank, in my opinion, and it's just simply weak. If it would be, once again, whenever we will come to the rating this tank, you know, definitely back in 2024, I could bet from my nuts that the tank can be easily 3.5. Nowadays, if I'm being honest, I will give this tank a 2 in the best case scenario. But that's only me. Anyways, let's see the score and let's teleport to the next game. Okay, we are back after first game. We are okay. We have 2.7 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage. Extremely hard game. Man, what a hard game that was. 12 shots fired, 7 penetrations. Oh well, it is how it is. We got 4,000 profits, and once again, we are using the boosters, so without boosters it would be definitely negative income, which is completely fine, and it is okay. Very hard tank, extremely hard tank. Enough of whining. It's time to take our nuts in the hand and to make it work, fellas. We can do this. We have a very, very good matchmaking over there. We are fighting against the tier 8s. Once again, this tank is to play aggressively with. It is not a sniper schnitzel, because gun of this vehicle is just simply crap. We want to play aggressively. That's what we want to do. So, without further ado, we are instantly considering about the heavy side for obvious reasons. We want to play aggressively, not a big deal, not a big surprise, right? That's what we want to do. Meanwhile, we can see the enemy light tank going through the other side. We are launching to that side, right? We are trying to punish them, but once again, everything is depending on the luck. And now, our main goal will be to make sure that we can slap whoever will try to make a bit of pressure like this. Great gun handling once again. Great gun handling strikes again. Yes, I am being mean for this vehicle at this point in time. I am very, very well aware of that, fellas. I am very well aware of that. Good, 360. We cannot really complain about this. That is okay. Cobra caught this mother trucker. Very, very nice. Excellent. This is exactly what we are looking for. Trying to aim fully, missing another shot. Oh, yeah. Maybe, just maybe, cupola shot. Yeah, I did not aim it well, to be completely honest with you. So I cannot be upset about this. Not very good game either, that is okay. And what is my mission? My mission is just to get tiny touch more involved over there. I'm too short for that stuff, unfortunately. So we are getting more involved just like so. And I don't really care about this mother trucker. I care about the Emil. We are slapping Emil in the face, trying to ram him to death. Luckily we did that successfully. Very, very nice. Now, meatball over there, trying to punish him into the track, because that was a very good angle to punish him. Unfortunately, I failed. Yeah, fellas. You see what I'm talking about? And I'm not making this shit up. It's not that I would have a very bad crew or something. I have 4-skill crew. I have 4-skill crew, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe this is a dancer issue, me playing like a pile of kaku, but once again, I don't really feel that either, you know? I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to play well. I am trying to make sure that... Okay, that was over-peaking for sure. Not a big deal. Let's try to punish him over there. That is okay. Zwilling is going to be the next puppy that we are going to slap for obvious reasons, right? Not a big deal. He shot me once, he shot me twice. Good for him. Straight to the garage he goes. It's okay. And we are just being aggressive over there for obvious reasons. That's all we are doing, and that's all we are looking for. Good, we eliminated him. Very, very nice. Let's keep making pressure. Very hard tank to play with. Pretty bad armor. Pretty bad gun handling. Combination of the things is just bad on this tank. That's all I have to say. I think this tank in 2026 just simply sucks. And once again, maybe that's me being too sensitive. Maybe I have played better tanks lately, and this is how am I looking into all of this. But if whenever the time will come, whenever we will start rating this the tier 9s, I think this tank will end up somewhere in 2 category. I think that Wargaming has done an awful job with this tank. That's what I think. I think Wargaming has done pretty awful job. Once again, maybe that's me being sensitive, but this is how I feel like. Okay, our team is making quite a bit of pressure over there. Head shaker just fired. That is a good thing. We are trying to punish him. Not so simple. Yeah, and he's eliminating us from the game. Man, what a hard mother trucking tank to play with. You can't snipe. You can't really play aggressively because you are getting penetrated in the face. Very, very difficult tank. Extremely difficult. Okay, we are back. 3000 damage, 700 assisting damage. It was rough, but we are first by experience. We are first by the damage, and we got 48,000 profits. Let's keep it up. Okay, and last but not least, we have Studzianki Standard Battle. I like the matchmaking. At this point in time, in L1, we are matchmaking Ghost, right? The tier 8s and tier 9s are definitely more often playing against the equal opponents, which is very, very nice. But I have a feeling, at least personally from my side, I feel like I'm losing so much more games on the L1 server, and I do not really understand why. Is it the case that they are being cheeky and they are playing with a skill-based matchmaking or something else? But I feel like where the defeats goes, I am significantly more often losing on the L1. I mean, lately I had the sessions when I'm winning 30% of the games, and it doesn't really matter what am I doing. Absolutely ridiculous and absolutely crazy if you would ask me. Anyways, this team, he's trying to make some pressure. That is okay. We are trying to punish him for obvious reasons. Good punishment. 350 is far away from being a great damage or great roll, but that's what we have. We are trying to punish the T10. Unfortunately, I missed, but that is me fault. Not a great aim, with all honesty. Not a great aim. I have a feeling that this gentleman will kind of kaku his pants for the time being. Bad aim again. Not ideal from my side, so I think what we want to do, we want to get a bit more involved, just like so. I think that's what we want to do. Meanwhile, let's try to punish him. Good punishment, that is okay. We can see was a sniping from the back. Once again, not a big deal. And now, hopefully, we will be able to say hello for this Latte Sterva. Beautiful shots for a shot for Latte Sterva. Very, very nice. His tractor, his engine is effed, so that means he's going straight into the garage. Very, very good. And now I have a feeling that Emil is reloading. That basically means that we can make pressure and we can miss another shot. And we can miss another shot. That's what that means, right? Okay, Mr. Emil, how are you doing this fine day? Too bad that we hit the gun. It is okay. And Emil's on the reload. Now the question is, can we eliminate this guy before he will reload? Because I have a feeling that we should be able to do that. And next is going to be Leox. Yes, I know you're on the reload. Don't worry, I can count to 3. Meanwhile, all we need to do, we need to say hello for this mother trucker playing over there. Okay, very, very smart. Very smart. Doesn't really change anything, to be completely honest with you. I think we are okay, and he's eliminated. Good. You see, I am not being too passive over there. I am making as much pressure as I physically and possibly can do over there. Because this tank is not created to snipe from the back. Trust me, I learned this over the games that I've played today, which you haven't seen, right? A warm-up of the tank, if you will, or warm-up of my brain. With this tank, you need to make sure that you are going to make pressure. Same for 430U, same for 432U. You need to be aggressive. This is the hardest bit. And you know, having lackluster armor, having bad gun depression, having many of the bad things can make this tank definitely a stinker to a certain extent. You know what I mean? It definitely can make this tank a stinker. In other words, there are so many better tanks nowadays, and maybe this is one of the reasons why I think that this vehicle is not worth more than 2 nowadays, you know, because we have so much more better tanks over the years, and maybe it's just, maybe this is how am I looking into all of this, you know? Also could be very possible, folks. Just because the meta is changing, we have better and better tanks nowadays. The older tanks just feels like more outdated. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you feel the same way or not so much? Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to see our guys slapping the living crap out of this Type 68, which they do successfully. Very, very good. Very good. I'm trying to find where this Vaza is sitting at for obvious reasons, right? Okay, he's sitting here in the open field, that's fine. I would love to join the fight and slap the living crap out of this mother trucker, but you know what? I have a feeling that this may be a bit too optimistic from my side, with all honesty. I have a feeling that this could be too optimistic. Okay, I am definitely alone here, which is far away from being ideal. And now we want to make some pressure just like so. Can we eliminate him? Not yet, but almost. Ah, object found the shot. It's okay. We tried to do our best. That wasn't the best choice for sure, but I was quite lucky. For example, this tank compared with the Leox, this tank is choking a massive schlong, fellas. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not unhappy with our session. I feel like okay, we showed what this tank, how this tank is looking like nowadays, and it was an epic session by any shape or any form. But to be fair with you, tank is also quite an ass, so it is how it is. Man, I cannot wait until I will start rating the tanks and to rewrite all the writings for vehicles and everything. It is going to be quite exciting. Anyways, let's see what kind of score do we have. And we are back, unfortunately, with a defeat, but but that's what we have. 3.8 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. We are first by the damage, first by experience. Too bad it's defeat. 40,000 profits because we had the booster activated. And our session was solid. 33% win ratio, 3.2 thousand average damage, and 500 assisting damage. I was struggling today. Not gonna lie, and the amount of the games that I had with this tank behind the screens just to remember this vehicle, this tank left a very bad flavor in my mouth. It's like someone farted in my mouth, if you know what I mean. But it is how it is. This is how 430 is looking like nowadays. Let me know in the comment section down below. Would you agree with me, or you think I'm just washed up and I have no clue what am I saying? I'm very, very curious to hear what you have to say. That being said, thank you very much for everything. I appreciate you and see you very, very soon. Take care. Skill is out. Peace.